In this video, we are going to be covering the AL West. Now, this is the division that I know the most because my Astros are in it, so if I ramble on a little bit more about the Astros and other teams, sorry, it's what I'm used to. That was your disclaimer in advance, but let's start with the team that's going to be in 5th. The Angels' offseason was a little weird because they were the only team making moves for weeks and then they just stopped. But in those first couple of weeks, they did make this team better. Their biggest acquisition was Yusei Kikuchi, and I really wanted him to be an Astro again, but it's fine. He'll be the one starting opening day most likely. They traded Griffin Canning to the Braves, but in exchange, they got Jorge Soler. That'll be a good power bat in that lineup. They signed Kenley Jansen to be their closer, Travis d'Arnaud on a 2-year deal to be their backup catcher. And another really weird thing about this offseason for the Angels is that they signed a lot of players that are going to be hit or miss. I'm talking Kyle Hendricks, Yoan Moncada, Kevin Newman, JD Davis, Tim Anderson. Tim Anderson's drop-off needs to be studied. There's still some really relevant names in the lineup though. We're hopefully going to get a full year of Logan O'Hoppe, Nolan Schanuel, Luis Rengifo, Zach Neto, Taylor Ward coming back from injury, and then please, baseball gods, make sure Mike Trout is healthy this year. I need a full 162 from Mike Trout. Hopefully putting him in right field will help. Got way less ground to cover. And who knows, like maybe this year we'll get a full season of Anthony Rendon. Are you kidding me? I know we're only a couple of years in, but this is already one of the worst contracts of all time. Spring training barely started and he's already out for the year. I think I'm already giving up on Rendon. It's over. Okay, the Angels will get 5th, 73 and 89, one game better than they were last year. It might be more. If all the players stay healthy, they will definitely have more than 73 wins. But that's what the Angels need. Health. Guys, you're never gonna believe this. The A's spent money. Are you really that surprised though they started spending money when they left Oakland? I think that was in their plan all along. When I saw that the A's signed Luis Severino, my jaw dropped to the floor. I mean, he's making $20 million this year. That's like 2/5 of the A's payroll. They signed Jeffrey Springs for the back of the rotation, Jose Leclerc to be the setup man, and then my favorite move the A's did this offseason, it has to be extending Brent Rooker. He is a stud. He needed to stay in Sacramento. Or Vegas or whatever. Okay, I'm not even joking. While I was recording this, I was looking on X, and I just saw that the A's and Lawrence Butler are working on an extension. That's a great move too. Lawrence Butler had a really good year last year. Even though the A's made some really good moves this offseason, it is definitely not enough to be anywhere near the top of the division. The A's are really going to rely on their young guys to make some noise. I'm talking JJ Bleday, Esteury Ruiz, Jacob Wilson, who's their top prospect, Shea Langoliers, Tyler Soderstrom. They signed Gio Urshela to start at third base. A lot of these players did not do that well last year. A lot of them have 600 OPSs, and that really needs to change. Also, we need to talk about Mason Miller a little bit. Dude is absolutely disgusting, could possibly be the best reliever in baseball this year. Both him and Leclerc are really going to solidify those last few innings. Also, there's a couple prospects to be very excited about. Like I mentioned before, Jacob Wilson, already in the majors. Luis Morales is their top pitching prospect. Max Muncy, different Max Muncy. And also, Nick Kurtz. Really have to spread that one out. This team definitely got better, just took a moving from Oakland to do it. Kind of evil by the organization, not gonna lie. There are still a bunch of holes though. I'm gonna have them in 4th, 79 and 83. But the A's are definitely a team to watch this season. Seattle. What the f*** are you doing? You have the best rotation in baseball by a country mile. And you're telling me the best thing you can do for your bats is Jorge Polanco, Donovan Solano, and Miles Mastrobuoni? What the f***? They're literally the definition of mid. Great pitching staff. Batting is terrible. I do, however, have to highlight their pitching staff. I mean, Logan Gilbert, Luis Castillo, George Kirby, Bryce Miller, Brian Wu. That is amazing. And then I guess I'll highlight a few hitters. Hopefully, Julio Rodriguez is good in the first half. Hopefully, Randy Arozarena is good in general. Hopefully, Mitch Garver doesn't play like shit. There are way too many hopes in this lineup. Okay, I don't want to talk about their hitting anymore. It's dog shit. And look, I'm not roasting the Mariners because I'm an Astros fan. Well, that may have something to do with it. Other baseball fans should be mad at this too, especially Mariners fans. Mariners fans should be pissed off. Like I said earlier, definition of mid, 81 and 81, third place. I'm done.
Merry Christmas! Dinner was full!
Incredible run, and this should end the run. And that'll do it!
Well, that was a punch in the You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We just got to get a little more creative, be smart about our money. We want to re-sign Alex Bregman, right? Maybe do a few trades here and there, make sure that we keep the money down so we can do that. And honestly, if I think we make the right moves, then this team can definitely make it over the top. What?
Headshot.
We traded Kyle Tucker. We traded Kyle Tucker. I mean, I wanted Isaac Paredes, but not like this. This is the worst day of my life. I like Cam Smith, though. The fact that he became a #1 prospect immediately is a problem. You know what? This trade makes sense, all right? We weren't going to be able to afford Tucker. He's going to get a contract of at least $500 million, and the Astros are not paying a contract that's more than 6 years. We already know that. Okay, we don't have to pay for Tucker's arbitration, so re-signing Alex Bregman should be really easy now, right? We signed Christian Walker? What the hell does this mean? Are we moving on from Bregman? I mean, there's no way. I mean, the offseason barely started and we're already going to our second options? Christian Walker is really damn good, don't get me wrong. But what's stopping us from re-signing Bregman? What? He wants how much? Okay, never mind. Bye, Bregman. Don't let the trash can hit you on the way out. Okay, so now we traded Ryan Presley, but for what? I mean, I can see it's like a salary dump, but like, what's our final goal here? We getting like an outfielder or something? What the fuck are you talking about? No. The offer that we gave him before was perfect. Do not go any higher. What do you mean we're trying Altuve in left field? What kind of fucked up world am I living in? Okay, whew, okay. We're not re-signing Bregman. Okay, Altuve is not going to play left field. He's doing it during spring training. Alright, never mind. Okay, so we brought back Ben Gamble. That makes sense. That's good. I mean, do you see our outfield's like the worst in baseball? Taylor Trammell better not be starting on opening day. Okay, I actually like the signing of Brendan Rodgers. I mean, look at his stats. They're so good. Oh, wow. So is the plan to now put Rodgers at second base and Altuve in left? I don't know, man. This offseason's messed with my emotions so much. I'm not going to lie to you all. This team got worse. Not way worse, but I mean, losing Kyle Tucker, oh my god, that's an MVP candidate that you traded. So in my predictions, second place, 87 and 75. But in my heart, we're winning 120 games. But many questions still remain. Will we extend Framber Valdez? Will Alvarez move to a permanent DH? Will we win 120 games? I guess we're gonna find that all out during another season at Minute Maid Park. Dyken Park. It's Dyken Park now. How'd this team not make the playoffs last year? I mean, the roster's so well constructed and they couldn't even win the division? I mean, the Astros were disappointing, but like, what happened? My only guess is that it was the World Series hangover. Even if that is the case, this team got so much better. I mean, I love the moves that they made. Now, in my perspective, when I mean love, I mean hate. They didn't really do anything on the pitching side. They brought Nathan Eovaldi back, just as I thought was going to happen. And also, good news, Jacob deGrom is back. It's honestly been so long, I forgot he was a Ranger. Tyler Mahle's still here. John Gray from the back of the rotation, Boomer Sooner. And then this year, we got to see breakouts from both Kumar Rocker and Jack Leiter. Need to. They traded Nathaniel Lau, which I thought was kind of interesting. But then they made a trade to get Jake Berger out of the dumpster fire that's the Marlins. That's such a great move. I bet he's going to do so well. After coming off a very good year in Arizona, Jock Peterson's now a Ranger. Also really good. Also, you still got Marcus Semien, Corey Seager, Josh Young coming back from another season-ending injury. Wyatt Langford's one of my favorite hitters. Josh Smith should have been an all-star last year. Also, Adolis Garcia is overrated, the stats show. Bullpen's roughly the same. They lost Jose Leclerc to the A's, but they signed Chris Martin. Very, very good reliever. And now Jesse Chavez is here, I guess. How long till you think they trade him back to the Braves, you think? It's gonna happen. But yeah, this team looks really, really good right now. This roster right now is more constructed than the Astros one, a more clearer vision. Unfortunately, for me, they're gonna get out of that World Series hangover, and they are going to get first place in this division, 92 and 70. While I think the Rangers will win the division, the Astros have still won many, many division titles in a row, so I'll probably be wrong again for going against my team. But out of all the American League divisions, the West is definitely the weakest. That's why even possibly the Mariners can win this division too, if they get some hitters that are dog shit. Once again, here are my predictions for the AL West, but wait, we're not done yet, because it's time to predict awards! Alright, I'm going to go ahead and predict Rookie of the Year, Cy Young, and also MVP. First, I'm going to start with Rookie of the Year. So I don't know if any of you know this, but Jason Dominguez still counts as a rookie. Even though he made his Major League debut like 2 years ago, he's still below the minimum at-bats needed to be Rookie of the Year. I know he's coming off of Tommy John, but I don't care. I bet he's going to be really, really good when he's healthy. Really want to see him pop off with the Yankees. Now for Cy Young, isn't it kind of crazy that no one from that Mariners pitching staff has won one yet? I think it's finally time for one of them to, and if one of them's going to win it, my guess is Logan Gilbert. Gilbert was discussing last year, 3.23 ERA, 220 strikeouts last year, good for third in the American League. He had the lowest whip last year at .89. Holy shit. And, I mean, we just gotta be honest with ourselves. Strikeouts win Cy Youngs. A lot of times in the past, the Cy Young Award winner has won with the most amount of strikeouts. And I could see Logan Gilbert doing that next year. Also, runner-up for a Cy Young, definitely Cole Reagans. Dude's a stud as well. Now, for MVP, the lazy pick is just to choose Aaron Judge again, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have to choose either Bobby Wood Jr. or Gunnar Henderson. And right now, I'm going Bobby Wood Jr. Dude had 32 homers last year, 31 stolen bases, 30-30 season, 977 OPS, and I think he is only going to get better. That guy is the centerpiece of the Royals. So glad they signed him to that extension when they did. He's my MVP pick. And that's going to conclude the American League. Starting tomorrow, we're beginning with the National League East. See you then.